appreciate that, particularly coming from someone such as yourself with a rich background and the important work you're doing with the Sant'Egidio Foundation and beyond that. I must say that the efforts I put into this platform are really now visible with 10,000 plus subscribers to the channel. That means that although the topics are a little bit academic, there is a lot of interest around these discussions. Again, perhaps because the effort is not only to discuss important as it is global citizenship education, but really to ask ourselves what is the real purpose of education in a dialogic way, right? So, again, these dialogues bring in a variety and a precious diversity of perspectives. And now that we discuss the Sant'Egidio Foundation for Peace and Dialogue, your understanding of global citizenship education, and your important work on peacemaking, genocide prevention. We touched on nuclear disarmament too when we discussed the risk of ongoing conflicts. Of course, we touched on these huge themes on the surface. Perhaps in the future we can meet again and rediscuss certain aspects of this conversation we are having today. But I want to ask you a question related to your forthcoming projects, either as a scholar or as the president of the Sant'Egidio Foundation for Peace and Dialogue.
I'm actually now working the most on a nuclear disarmament project at Columbia University Climate School. And this has to do with a curious gap, a different kind of gap. But at the beginning of the 90s, after Reagan-Gorbachev agreement, after Bush-Gorbachev agreement, after Clinton, Yeltsin, and so on, there was a program called Megaton to Megawatts that took 20,000, the equivalent of 20,000 uranium-based nuclear bomb from the Soviet Union first, and then Russia, to the United States to be converted into electricity. And so 10% of the American electricity for 20 years was created by nuclear bombs. And it's a fact that almost nobody knows. It's a strange little blip, in a long history. But it's an interesting history because, one, it says that nuclear disarmament was done. It has been done already. So it's an important awareness for everybody that nuclear disarmament is not something that somebody else should do or could be done, and this is something that has been already done. Two, that it was done in a way that the uranium burned into the regular nuclear reactors cannot be used for nuclear bomb anymore. So it's completely destroyed. And three is a treatment that allows for wealth creation for economic return, making the process, a good incentive for states and different actors, to make money out of the bombs, to recycle the bombs is not something negative that the society needs to pay, as cleaning Fukushima. Fukushima cleaning is a lot of expenses for the Japanese government, but to destroy the highly enriched uranium in a nuclear bomb is actually financially, economically convenient.